wee package in the post today that I'd like to speak of. Don't worry though, to my usual viewers, part 2 of the WWF games on the PlayStation 1 series I'm doing will be uploaded after this. This is just more of a sort of laid back video, just chilled out, so it'll be a lot different from the usual content I upload, but as always I hope you guys enjoy. I've never been much of a fan of unboxing videos that just show the items included without explaining anything about them, so I thought I'd give it a bash myself and go a bit into detail. This is the first time doing one of these for me, so go easy on me please, and most importantly, I hope you're all safe and well with what's currently going on in the world. Hopefully this video can take your mind off it, even just for a few minutes, so I hope you enjoy. So fresh out the box, the first thing you see is that stars insignia on the top. Also, the Resident Evil 3 logo on the front with the details on the back letting you know what to expect on the inside. The outer design looks fantastic. Obviously it's cardboard, but it looks like it's got a wooden finish like the item boxes in the game. Love the little detail with the hinges to make it look real. A proper nice touch that. Upon opening the chest you can see the care they have put into the packaging and the presentation. The first thing you see is the book, followed by the map, the game itself, a CD containing the soundtrack to both the Resident Evil 3 game and Project Resistance, which is included with the game. Under that you'll find the box containing the Jill Valentine figure, but let's not get too far ahead here. Let's take a look at each individual item in more detail. Obviously you get a copy of the game, imagine if you never. Comes with a nice outer case that has a holographic image on it. I think the camera picked it up weirdly, but you get the gist. Once taken off it's just a standard game case. Although I do wish they'd have included a steel case instead like my copy of the Resident Evil 2 remake. I just think they look better when displayed on the shelf. But yeah, you get the idea. Only so much you can say about a game box, so let's move on to the stuff people want to see. The CD, containing 2 discs with both soundtracks for the main game itself and Project Resistance. The artwork for the front of the CD is brilliant. It's pretty much just the same images seen on the front of the main game but rearranged and accompanied with this nice logo. Some of the names for the tracks are really intense. Battle Against the Beast, Surrounded by Terror, Coming to Kill You, Laboratory Nightmares, Tear and Mutilate, The Carnivore. Is this a Resident Evil soundtrack or a bloody Cannibal Corpse album? I also like the images used on the discs too, with the characters from each of the games. I do find it weird though that games still include CDs with their collector's editions. It's a bit rare these days I use CDs now with the likes of Spotify being so convenient, but I suppose if they just packed a download code instead I'd feel a bit robbed, so I can't really complain. Now on to the map. This is something I do like to see included in collector's bundles. It's a nicely sized double-sided poster with one side mainly displaying adverts for shops from around the city and products. I remember that safe sprint. Sure, it was used as a password to get into a room in the original game. Now onto the other side, a large map of Raccoon City. I love all the writing on this side displaying key areas. Like I'm looking at this part here where it says no survivors, extensive fire damage, and I know from playing the original exactly where that is, bringing back memories from that classic game. But yeah, I really like the vibe they've went with this poster. As if it was written out by someone before they've been torn to pieces by the undead, then picked up by me. Definitely gave me a wee chill looking over this and reading these notes. Nice touch, Capcom. If that's the vibe you went for, then you've absolutely nailed it. I almost feel fully equipped now to take on hordes of the undead. The book. Much like the CD, it's a 2-in-1 job. The first half of the book is dedicated to the main game and the second part about Project Resistance. I must say the feel of the book is great, real good quality, and doesn't feel like a cheap afterthought. This was definitely one of the main selling points for me. I don't know why, I just enjoy reading and looking over these kind of books, and I like to see them included with these packages. There's a lot of artwork from the game and also mini bios for the characters. I found it funny when reading Brad Vickers' bio. It clearly states he's a shitebag and panics at any given opportunity. I'll never forget what he done in the first game.
No! Don't go!
Absolute snidey bastard. While reading this book I also noticed they put some hints in here too, so it's nice to be given a little heads up for when I get to these areas in the game. It also includes photos of enemies indicating their weak and tough spots, giving you an idea on how to attack them. In the Project Resistance side of the book they included highly detailed map layouts of certain areas. I'm completely clueless about this game. I was more focused on the remake of the third one to begin with. Then when it was announced Project Resistance would be included in the whole package, I thought it was a nice touch. Much like the Resident Evil 3 part of the book, they also include bios for the characters in Project Resistance. Nothing too in depth, but enough to make you curious. Now on to the main attraction. The main selling point for most, I'm sure. The piece de resistance. The Jill Valentine figure. Nicely packaged into a separate box. The care they've put into this to ensure it arrives in one piece is highly appreciated. I've actually recently started to buy wrestling figures again from, the people I used to watch growing up, for the sake of display, and there's nothing worse when one arrives badly packaged. Drives me insane, so I thank you, Capcom. Comes with this nice stand to display her on so she doesn't fall over too. But yeah, I'm blown away with the detail on this thing. Coming in at 11 inches in height, weighs a bit too, so the quality and feel is top notch. I never played the demo because I wanted to leave it till the game's official release, so I've only seen her in trailer footage and still images, but I must say, it looks spot on. I really can't argue, the gun fits nicely in her hand, the detail on her weapons belt. Looks like there'll be plenty grenades in this game, so if you know me, I'll be well chuffed with that. The weapon holder on her side, which to me indicates there will be plenty weapons to use at our disposal. All in, I'm happy with the whole package. Now I've just got to wait till I have a few days off of work so I can enjoy it. So yeah, that was my unboxing / review of the collector's edition of Resident Evil 3 Remake. Like I said, it's a bit different from my usual content. It was a wee bit weird trying to figure out how to, speak of these items individually. But to be honest, I kind of enjoyed doing it. Like I said, it was something a bit different, a bit more laid back, not like the usual stuff I upload. Don't worry though guys, the next video that I do upload will be part 2 of the WWF games on the PlayStation 1 series that I'm doing, so I hope you look forward to that. I'm halfway through Attitude at the minute. I've got some notes taken down. I've written everything for Warzone, got all the footage for that, so yeah, I'll be interested to see what you guys think of that. To any of the newer viewers that may have found my channel through this upload, if you want, hit the subscribe button. I usually just put up videos of like retro games, stuff like that, Super Nintendo. I've done a lot of PlayStation 1 stuff recently, so if that's your kind of thing, by all means subscribe. I recently just done a series of Resident Evil games on the PlayStation 1, so if you're here obviously for Resident Evil, then I'm sure you might possibly enjoy the series that I've done then. But anyway, like I said earlier, I hope everyone's safe out there with everything that's going on in the world. It's a bit crazy with this coronavirus, so take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Most importantly, just follow guidelines. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.